The roar of the engines echoed through the neon-lit streets as the motorcycle gang tore through the city. They were the fastest, the most daring, and the most dangerous. Each rider was a master of their craft, with years of experience and a thirst for adrenaline that could never be quenched. As they raced through the city, weaving in and out of traffic, the riders could feel the rush of the wind against their faces and the thrill of the speed coursing through their veins. They were alive in a way that few people ever got to experience. But as they approached the outskirts of the city, something strange began to happen. The bikes started to slow down, their engines sputtering and coughing as if they were running out of fuel. The riders looked at each other in confusion, wondering what was going on. And then, without warning, the bikes all came to a sudden stop. The riders were thrown from their seats, tumbling to the ground in a heap. They looked around, trying to figure out what had happened, but there was nothing there. Suddenly, a voice boomed out from the darkness. "Welcome to the end of the line, boys." The riders looked up to see a figure standing before them. It was a man, dressed in a long black coat and wearing a hat pulled low over his eyes. He looked like something out of a classic film noir. "What do you want?" one of the riders demanded. The man chuckled. "I want what everyone wants. Money, power, respect." The riders didn't know what to do. They were outnumbered and outgunned. But they weren't going to go down without a fight. They charged at the man, fists flying. But he was too fast for them, dodging and weaving with ease. He was like a shadow, impossible to catch. And then, just when they thought they had it, he pulled out a gun and fired. The riders scattered, trying to avoid the bullets. But one of them wasn't fast enough. He went down, clutching his chest and gasping for air. The others were horrified. They had never seen anything like this before. They were just a bunch of adrenaline junkies, not hardened criminals. But the man didn't care. He just laughed and walked away, disappearing into the darkness. The riders were left alone, shaken and terrified. They knew they had to get out of there, to leave this city and never look back. And so, they got back on their bikes and rode off into the night, leaving behind the neon lights and the danger that lurked in the shadows. They were free, but they would never forget what had happened to them on that fateful night.